Republic now gets you another voice. Republic spoke to Deepak Sapra. He is the global head of custom pharma services at Dr. Reddy's in Hyderabad. He was the first one to be administered the first dose of Russian-made Sputnik V vaccine. And let's listen in to what he said as he's overlooking the operations of the Russian vaccine to be brought to India and then distributed further.
We are doing the soft launch. What we mean by a soft launch is that we are administering the vaccine to a few people. We are making sure that all the logistics are in place, the cold chain is in place, and everything is in place so that before the big ramp up happens, we are fully set and we don't have any glitches. So this is a kind of a pilot project to help us determine the readiness of the Sputnik ramp up in all parts of the country.
Sputnik V is Dr. Reddy's is the first Indian brand to merge with international brand that is from Russia. We are getting the Sputnik V and 2 batches of Sputnik V have arrived. So what would be the procedure? How the people have to administer this jab and what will be the whole procedure, what people have to follow?
Sure. So Sputnik V is a vaccine that is developed by Russia, by the Gamaleya Institute in Russia, which is one of the world's oldest epidemiological institutes, established in 1891. This is a 2-vector vaccine, which means there are 2 doses, each of which is a different vector. So there's an adenovirus vector 26 and an adenovirus vector 5. You are supposed to take these 21 days apart. So you take the first dose on day 0, and the next one is going to be on day 21. This vaccine is supposed to be stored at minus 18 degrees, which is what makes the logistics something which we have to be in preparation for, which is what we are doing here as part of the pilot launch. The vaccine has undergone extensive clinical trials around the world. It has shown an efficacy of 91.6%. And we are very happy and proud to be collaborating with Russia and with RDIF to bring this vaccine to India. I think in the overall scheme of things, as far as India's fight against COVID is concerned, as far as India's efforts to vaccinate as large a population is concerned, this will be a very important addition to India's armory in terms of increasing the number of options available for people to vaccinate. To the other part of your question, how does one go about it? Just like the other vaccines, this will be available on the CoWIN app. So in the CoWIN app, you can go and choose the options. Sputnik V will be one of the options which will be available. And then depending on the other details that you fill in, depending on your age, location, etc., you can get Sputnik just like you get any other vaccine.
As we have been seeing Covaxin being effective for various variants of COVID, how effective will the Sputnik V be? And also, when we speak about, as you told, that there's a 21-day gap. We have been seeing Covishield and Covaxin days of weeks been increasing day by day. So will it be in future? Would it be also increased for Sputnik V as well?
Okay. So to your first question on the variants, we have tested this on the UK variant. Our Russian partners have tested it. It is effective on the UK variant. We are testing this on the South African variant in collaboration with our South African operations. As far as the Indian variants are concerned, the double mutant and the triple mutant, we are testing it on the Indian mutants in collaboration with the Department of Biotechnology. There's an organization under them called the THSTI. We are working with them to determine the effectiveness of Sputnik on the Indian variants. We expect that by the time we are at the end of May, we will have a very clear picture on the applicability of this on the Indian variants. Yeah.
So now, as we have been seeing the manufacturing, we have been seeing a lot of problems in regard with Covaxin or Covishield. We also see a shortage of vaccine in the Indian market. So when we speak about the the Sputnik V, what's the manufacturing and the production when we speak about that? Because at the end, people should not face any problem if they have to go for a second dose or so.
Right. So that's a very important question, and I think it's one of the most significant points in India's vaccination strategy at the moment. So as far as Sputnik is concerned, we have a 2-pronged approach. The first pathway by which we will get Sputnik into India is the imported route. So we are getting vaccines manufactured in Russia into India. We are importing them into Russia, which is how this program has started. What you're seeing today is on the basis of the imported vaccine. The second pathway is the manufacturing in India. The efforts are already underway. The technology absorption and the technology transfer is already happening for the India manufactured vaccine. We expect that around the July timeframe, we should be able to have the India manufactured vaccine in place. Yeah.
So this is the soft launch. So when will we see the full-fledged vaccine for Sputnik V in the Indian market, and when will the people be able to get it easily in the market?
I think the middle of June is when we will see a significant ramp up. So what we are doing in the interim from now to the middle of June is to ramp up, run these pilots in multiple cities and have full readiness as far as the launch in the middle of June is concerned.
One last question. So regarding the price, we have been seeing Covaxin and Covishield price at a lower rate. But Covaxin, the day at first dose was administered, the price was also announced, where we saw the Sputnik V was one dose costing ₹1,000. So what exactly is this? Why there's a rate high?
Right. So this is the price for the imported vaccine. So we are importing it from Russia. There's a certain import price, and then on top of that there is a logistic, storage and distribution, which is quite complicated for this vaccine at minus 18 degrees. So this is the price for the imported vaccine. As the vaccine will begin to get manufactured in India, the price will be different, and the price will become in such a manner that it enables affordability and accessibility to as large a segment of the Indian population as possible.